think you probably took more pictures with people than I did.
Maybe yesterday, but not today. I only had like 5 people, so.
That's more than what I got.
Yeah? How many did you got?
I think you saw all of them. It was like 3 people.
Seriously?
Well, here's the thing. Maybe they look at me and they think, oh no, but what if I'm wrong? What if it's another Asian guy? Oh, with me, you never know.
No. You're Freddie, but who is Freddie?
I don't know. It's just guy who makes videos. I think that's how most people know me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And how do your parents know you?
Parents were actually totally okay with all the video stuff. They thought it's cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When did you start filming?
Like high school. I was making videos with friends.
But I can imagine if you're, young and on high school and you start filming that people maybe find it weird or stuff like that.
No, here's the trick. I always saying like that was the smartest thing I ever did. I made a movie, like a feature-length movie sophomore year with a friend of mine.
Seriously?
So 70 minutes, 72 minutes.
Wow.
And then we sold tickets.
Yeah.
We made like $5,000.
Holy shit.
And then I noticed after that, socially, it was different.
You were a cool kid.
It was cooler because he was like, oh, you're a person who did something unique.
Yeah, you were the director who made $5,000 in high school.
It was so stupid. We should have spent the hell out of that money. So that's kind of what we did. That's how it started.
That's a really good start. And then YouTube came and like the internet, and I mean, that pretty much changed everything for you, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It was just because we looked at YouTube, it was like, that's a place where we could practice.
Yeah, you're like, I think one of the first guys who did the whole special effects, guns blazing.
Not a lot of people were doing effects stuff. The reason why we do special effects was because we wanted to make action movies.
Yeah.
Right?
But you're doing it for a long time, right? I mean, it's like
7 years now.
Yeah, 7 years. How old are you now?
I'm 31.
31?
Yeah.
So a lot has been changed since then.
Yeah, no kidding. I don't know, I think YouTube changed too much.
Like in a good or bad way?
In a way that doesn't make it easier for us. You can't make a short film 3 times a week.
That will kill you.
Even if you had all the money in the world, it was just not enough.
No.
It's too much effort. Yeah.
You used to be like on top, but nowadays it's harder?
Yeah, I think so. Because I think our heyday was like 2012, 2013 was like the height. We were doing, I think, 4.5 million to 5 million views per video.
It was crazy, right?
Which is crazy numbers. Yeah, for sure.
I can imagine it's really hard if you're on top of the game and then a couple of years later it's just going really down the hill. So how do you deal with that
Yeah, well,
shit?
no, I don't think, here's what it is though, because I don't think we ever, at least I never looked at it like every single person has said at some point, oh, they'll never be beat. I remember they said Ray William Johnson will never be beat. And I remember they're saying Smosh will never be beat. They're saying Nigahiga will never be beat. I've seen every single one of the people I've mentioned. Times change. It always is a curve.
Yeah.
And I think the question was what the goal was, right? So for us, the goal wasn't ever try to get the most views or get the most subscribers. It was just try and make stuff and find hopefully people who like it. The world changed too. I think a lot of people who started watching our stuff also moved on to like Netflix and other places.
It does.
I don't think everybody sticks to YouTube forever. At least me, I don't have interest in that. I have interest in being, director and trying to make movies. I think that's a different path.
Are you tired? No?
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes. Just when I'm dealing with the non-filmmaking stuff is tiring. I think it's just about making movies and being financially secure is really more important. It's about trying to make stuff and not have to worry about, oh, but can we pay for it? And trying to make sure,
Do you worry a lot about that?
These days, yeah.
Why?
Because the money is not the same as it used to be, and I have a big group of people now who are employed. I think this last few years has been less filmmaking and more trying to set it up so I can continue filmmaking for the rest of my life. So now the question is, what do we do with YouTube? I don't know. Still trying to figure that out.